looking at maybe you're starting with 1 million to buy fabrics, to buy dyes, to buy chemical. If you want to start on a low key, maybe as a student, you say, okay, let me start with 50K.
Welcome to the Learning Tech Off channel. We're here on our follow-up interview with Mrs. Badmus, the tie and dye trainer. So Mrs. Badmus, ma, good afternoon.
Good afternoon there.
Yes, ma. So today's question we're going to be starting with. So what makes tie and dye a profitable skill, and what earning potential does it offer to those who are like serious about turning it into a business, and they want to make it a full-time business?
Okay, thank you. Before you can actually venture into a business, you must learn to know like the time span and also the durability of such, in terms of being perishable or not being perishable. And as we all know that these are tie and dye is based on using clothes fabrics for its production. So any business that you want to venture in that is imperishable, you know that it is a profitable business. For any business that is perishable, sorry to say, like those that run frozen store foods like shellfish, chicken, turkeys, those businesses are so risky. Do you understand what I meant?
Yes, ma'am.
But with fabrics, they don't spoil, they only appreciate in nature. So any business that appreciates in nature is a very good business, that it goes with time, with trends, because as time goes on, it goes by, it continues to trend, it does not decrease, it does not diminish. So those are the factors that you put into consideration when you're looking at business that will actually be profitable. So any business that will not withstand the test of time and will actually not be durable for a very long time, you know that such business will not be profitable. So for anyone that wants to venture into those type of business, you will have known, because once you get your fabric does not expire. You get it, if you have your money, you buy in bulk, you keep, and you'll be doing your production bit by bit, such that as we know the economy of our country now, everything is appreciating every day. If you go to market today, the fabric that you buy for 20,000, you may go there next week, it will be 25,000. But once you have your money and you have bought, and you are now doing the production bit by bit, it continues to appreciate. And we cannot pray that will to just depreciate, such that the value of what you are producing will always make sure that you sell at an appreciable amount, such that you not lose at all. But everything that you sell will always be appreciating, and you always get value for your money. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you, ma'am. So, but then we also want to ask that for someone that is looking to start the business today,
Okay.
how much should they be prepared? Like, how much should they like gather as a minimum cost?
Actually, it depends on the extent in which that person wants to go. If that person wants to start maybe with opening a shop, or that person wants to start with like just doing the business based on interaction level, showing colleagues, showing friends, showing neighbor, that does not want to start with opening with a shop. Do you understand? Everything that one needs is based on the extent of your expansion. If you want to start with a open shop, you know that you need so many things to get. You need to showcase your work very well. So you'll be going like looking at maybe you're starting with 1 million to buy fabrics, to buy dyes, to buy chemical. If you want to start on a low key, maybe as a student, you may say, okay, let me start with 50K, 50,000. You still get some fabrics, you still get some t-shirts, some any type of materials. Or you may even want to start like starting with recovery. Recovery is to re-dye faded clothes, to bring back to life any material that are not okay. You can start with those such that it's your customer that will now bring their clothes that you now work with. So as time goes on, with the profit that you are making from such, you now be expanding into buying your own fabrics to design with. So it all depends on one's cost. So you can start with any amount from 20,000, 50,000. Some can even start with only recovery of the black materials. So with that, to gather money, they just buy black dye with the chemicals that is needed to dye the black, to recover the black materials. And with the profit they can gather, they advance into another color. With the profit they can gather, they advance into buying of fabrics, into expansion. So it's a gradual process. If one does not have the ability to start in bulk, you can start on a gradual process, and it continue to appreciate. It never depreciates.
Never depreciate.
Yes.
So it's actually a matter of knowledge.
Yes.
How much information you have.
And as they say, slow and steady wins the race. So once you are consistent in what you are doing and people know you for what you are, you continue to get the market, and the publicity will be there, and you continue to move. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So, ma'am, our
Yeah.
next question will be that what's the earning potential for someone starting out, that someone that is just starting?
Mm-hmm.
How much can they expect to make within their first few months, 1 year, and beyond? Are there ways to earn more as you gain experience?
Yes, there are ways to earn more based on your experience. Then the earning potential is not something that you can just calculate like that. But the good thing about this business is that your cost of production will not be higher than the rate at which you want to sell, because the cost of production is being calculated for, and is the very determinant of the price that your product will actually go for. Is the cost of production that we put in mind that will be the determinant of what we are selling at. If, take for instance, the practical that we had today, I was telling the student that the t-shirts, a t-shirt, the cost of purchase of a t-shirt, white t-shirt, was 3,500, and where they make use of 2 different dyes. A wrap of dye goes for 1,000 together with the chemical. So with the dyes and chemical, they are already used at 2,500 naira, meaning that the cost of production of a t-shirt is 5,500. So you now look at it together with your profit. What is the profit margin that you want to put? The labor that you want to add together with your profits. So together with the labor and profit added to the one we had in class was 1,500, meaning that our t-shirt will go for 7,000 naira. So it is actually the cost of production that usually determine the amount we sell, and that is why I said that it is a promising business. It will always appreciate, it never depreciates. So and once something is appreciating in nature, it's a very good thing. You'll be able to make more, because once there's change in price of such commodity, it will also affect your own change in price. But if there's even a change in price, maybe for a lesser amount, you still be consistent with your own, because it's your design. You cannot get it anywhere. All these are work is based on creativity. It's based on inspiration, and it's not something that you can just be getting on the shelf of everybody. So you can still be consistent with your price, because it's your creativity that did it. It's not anybody's work. So you can still maintain your price even if the cost of production in the open market has dropped. You can still maintain your own, that my t-shirt is still 7K. You still make your money. Thank you.
All right. But are there any hidden costs, any unexpected money that someone might have to spend in the midst of trying to grow the business?
Well, the hidden cost that I may just envisage is if you want to buy more, as in to buy in bulk, that you want to buy more fabrics, you want to get more the chemicals in bulk. So those are the ones that I can say you can not estimate for, because for each production you can estimate for them. For each, if you like, they will be designing using Guinea next week, it has been estimated for. The amount that we sell it, it has been estimated for. Like a yard of Guinea material that will be designing next week, 5 yards of that material will go for 20,000, and the tail row of that 5 yards will go for 15,000. Everything has been estimated for. So it's only if you want to buy in bulk, those are the ones I can say that is now hidden, because you will not be able to evaluate the actual price of it, and that is just it. Thank you.
Okay. Well, so our next question is that for people that are just like for beginners,
Okay.
to start like earning money with that and that, can they start earning money while they are still learning, or is it better that they've already learned it well before they can start expecting to make money?
Thank you. They can start earning money as they are learning. In fact, when I started the training section with them, I told them that the best thing is to do as you learn. I said that was what actually helped me. I said when I went for the practical aspect of it, that I've gotten all my materials at home. I've gotten them down, because I know that I actually want to do it as a business. I have the mindset that I actually want to venture into this. So everything that it takes, I've gotten it. So I just went for more training. I joined the association. So it was from the association that I now had like a trainer that tutors me. So once she practicalized any sample, immediately I would do mine, and on getting home again, I'm redoing it. And every production that I did at home, they are all for sale. So I was not even doing it as practicing, I was doing it to sell. So that was what I told my student, that once you have all these materials available, once it's being taught in class, just get home, do yours, and you are in the business, and you are good to go. That's just the unique aspect of this business. Once you can see, you can practicalize, and you can do, you are good to go. You have started business already. Thank you.
Okay, that's actually very good.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a very interesting skill. It doesn't take time. Once you are observant, once you are creative, and the inspiration comes, you are good to go.
Okay. Thank you, ma. Well, is there a particular time that tie and dye fabrics really sell? Is it a steady all year, or is there a particular time that it really sells?
Yeah. Well, as we all know that during the festive period, people will be like wanting to buy fabrics. So we may want to associate that time that you have a higher purchase, higher demand of your fabrics. But it runs throughout the year, because it is not only tie and dye, it is like in two folds. You can recover and you can also design. So the designing now is in either tie and dye or batik, because we had the two section in my own training class. So it's either you recover, that was what we did first. We recovered some faded clothes that we brought back to life. Then we now started with designs. We tie, then we now went into batik, and this is an example of another batik design. What I combine my wear with, this is a batik design. We did this type 2 in class. So it's not that it's only being attached to a particular season, but it may be more prominent during the festive season. You get more demands that among customers. Yes, once you have demand, it's the customers that is demanding for. So you always have to deliver. But it runs throughout the year. Mostly the recovering of clothes is throughout the year. Like I have plenty ones in my shop to recover. So it runs throughout the year. It's not attached to a particular season, but the designs, as you are wearing, you are marketing, people will like it, they will demand for, and you make the production. So it's virtually throughout the year, because you must always wear what you are producing, and that's my own means of doing business. That's my means of advertising myself. I always wear it. If you check my display, I'm always in different designs, so that you make your own order, I produce for you, and I deliver. Thank you.
Thank you. So, but is there any way that someone can like take advantage of that festive period?
Yes, you can. Very well. Because during the last festive period, I had so many orders at hand. So you just try and people will have been saying it,
Yes.
and then it's you that will be now more proactive, that there's a way you can combine this, or you can have your lace material to mix like with a 2 yards. You can have your guinea material, you can have your ankara to mix with like a yard. So all is based on awareness, it's based on you advertising yourself, that it's not just that just buy like 5 yards. You can just buy a bit, and you now mix up, and that's the innovation I'm making for this year, to have so many ready to wear that I'll be mixing with different type of fabrics, so that you know that you did not get like a 5 yards, you did not get more yards before you can wear tie and dye. Just a bit of it to add to your wears, and you are good to go. You may want to add it to your t-shirts to give you a new look, to your dress, to your fabrics, to anything, to just give it a new look. And that's the innovation for this year 2025.
So they just need to be like knowledgeable.
Yes.
Just be very aware about the fashion.
Exactly.
So that they can be able to advise their customers.
Yes, and your own creativities will also inspire you to know more and how more to market your products.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma. Okay, so ma, do you know anyone, like, can you share a success story of someone that has started from scratch with tie and dye and grew their business into something like very big? Can you like share us any lessons along?
Or if I will share my own success story.
That's actually what I was thinking about.
I will share my success story. That I started with like, okay, the inspiration just came in that I have actually learned this thing for some like 20 years ago. So the inspiration just came in that this batik, go into this batik, and immediately I say, okay, let me give it a trial, and I have a store already. So, and as I said, I went to the market through the aid of a family friend that was into it before. So I've gotten all what I needed, and that was I went further to make inquiry about the association in this tailoring, and I had a trainer that put me through, and once I get home I'll do it again, and on doing it I'm seeing myself even coming out more than what I was being taught. I was seeing the creativity in me that, oh, it's even finer than what my trainer did. I was saying, so those creativity was not inspiring me that you too can be good, or you too can, do you understand? And that was the genesis of it. And before you know it, I renovated my shop, I did hangers, I started posting, and like that. And we thank God, it's not up to a year now, it's close to a year. We're in the business and it's so profitable, and we know that it's promising too.
You sound like it's very profitable, like,
and it's promising too. You know, once a business is not perishable, your mind will be at rest. But once a business is perishable, that is the danger. At times I'll tell people that I don't have money because I've used all my money to order for fabrics. I have lots of fabrics that I can work with, because I know that it is promising. It is not perishable, but you always be appreciating. And I know with time I will recover all those gains in a double fold. Do you understand? So that's just the joy of the business. It's so promising. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So, as a tie and dye expert that you are, been doing this for a while now. How do you see the future of tie and dye? Are there any upcoming trends or innovations that people should keep their eyes on in the market for those that are into tie and dye?
Oh, well, into my let me talk about myself. I'm seeing the future of my business like, oh, I'm seeing myself going abroad to launch my own creativity into their world, because this tie and dye of a thing is all about your creativity, your inspiration. You see what others are doing, you want to improve on that. You don't do what others are doing, but you just want to make a landmark of your own, to customize your work and make your work to be more distinct. And that is the passion in me, that once I see something, I want to work on it and have added advantage that, okay, I'm working with the upper hand to get it more better, to get my design more unique. So that is just it. And I'm saying myself that, oh, it's not only in Nigeria, because it's more appreciated in abroad. They love our work. Once they see this adire, this batik, they love it. Any African wear, they love it abroad. So I'm seeing myself like, oh, let me to go and break their record abroad and take my creativity into their own world too.
All right. So, all right, ma. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
We
you.
actually appreciate all the questions and the answers. We know that at least from this um, advice and the counsel that you've made available, especially from the information that you made available, a lot of people can now see that it's actually very easy to start a tie and dye business. I mean, you said most of what you said was that awareness, information, creativity. So as long as you just stay updated on what's going on and you improve on your creativity, that and that is actually a business that anyone can start. So
Exactly.
yes, ma'am. So we are very thankful for the opportunity to have this interview with you, and
Thank you too
thank you very much, ma'am. So
for the opportunity to meet you.
yes, ma'am. So this has been Lauren Tech Up channel, the time with our interview with the tie and dye instructor. This is actually the second interview. So if you've not watched the first one, you can go back and check the first one. That will actually help you and guide you more if you want to start in tie and dye business. Thank you and see you next time.